Okay, good afternoon, students. Today we'll be studying on the topic of brain. Okay, brain it comes under your central nervous system. Do you remember central nervous system? The brain is a part of the central nervous system. Understand? So this brain is also divided into different parts. Okay, so this brain, what is the function? Your brain, it is the center of your thoughts, isn't it? It is the center. Whatever things it comes in your mind, or it comes from outside or inside, it's it's all the control of your brain. Okay, from the time you get up from the bed, okay, till the time you sleep on the bed, throughout the day the brain is with you, the brain is engaged with you, isn't it? Means whatever you do, whatever activities you do, whatever you think, whatever you are planning, whatever you see, whatever you do, all these are controlled by your brain. Okay, so this is about the brain. Okay, and this brain what do? they they constitute about 1/15 of the body's weight. Okay, means in your body there is about 1/15. Your body weight is about means from your brain. No, 1/15 part is the brain. Okay, 1/15 part is your body weight. Okay, means from your brain. Understand? Okay, and this brain, it is constituted, means it is divided into different parts. Okay, the first one is the cerebrum. This is the cerebrum. Okay, this part. This part is known as the cerebrum. What happened? Who's shouting? What's that? What's that?
Salman Khan.
I have never got such kind of student. Okay, I think that person left the meeting. I can't see anymore. Okay, okay. The brain, it is divided into different parts. Okay, the first one is the cerebrum. This is the cerebrum. Okay, and the next is the diencephalon. Diencephalon. So this diencephalon also, it is again divided into two parts. That is the thalamus and the hypothalamus. Okay, thalamus. This is this part. Okay, and hypothalamus. This is the thalamus. Okay, this is the thalamus, and the next is the hypothalamus. This one. Okay, diencephalon also is divided into two parts. That is thalamus, this one, and the hypothalamus. This is a gland. Don't get confused. Okay, this is the gland. As we are talking about the parts now, so focus on the parts. Okay, so in the diencephalon, it is divided into two parts. It is the first one is the hypothalamus, and the second one is the thalamus. Okay. Okay, next is your midbrain. So this is your midbrain. Okay, so this is your midbrain. Oh, this midbrain, it comes under the brainstem. Okay, brainstem. This is the brainstem. Next part is the brainstem. Okay, in this brainstem, again it is divided into three parts. There is a midbrain, pons, and medulla oblongata. Okay, so let's see midbrain. This is your midbrain. Okay, so this is your midbrain. Understand? Next is pons. This is pons. Okay, and the next is medulla oblongata. This last part, medulla oblongata. Okay, the brainstem, it is divided into three parts. Okay, brainstem, it is divided into three parts. The first one is midbrain, this one. The second one is pons, P-O-N-S, pons, and the third is the medulla oblongata. Okay, so these are the three parts which you will find in the brainstem. Okay, and the last is the cerebellum. Okay, cerebellum, this one. Cerebellum, this one is the cerebellum. Okay, so are you clear now? The parts of brain. First is the cerebrum, this one. Okay, second is diencephalon. This diencephalon again is divided into two parts. The first one is hypothalamus. Okay, and the next is thalamus. Okay, so these are the two parts of the diencephalon. Okay, next is the brainstem. This brainstem also is divided into three parts. The first one is the midbrain, this one. Midbrain, this one. Next is the pons, and next is the medulla oblongata. So these are the three parts of the brainstem. Okay, and the last is the cerebellum. Cerebellum. This is the cerebellum. Are you clear now? The parts of the brain. Are you clear?
Ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm just showing again. These are the parts. Cerebrum. Okay. Then diencephalon. All this. Hypothalamus, thalamus. Okay, and brainstem. You'll get three parts. It is the midbrain, pons, medulla oblongata, and the last is the cerebellum. Okay. Okay. First is the cerebrum. Cerebrum. First part of the brain. It is the cerebrum. So in this cerebrum, you will see that it is the largest part of the brain. Even in the diagram also you can see it. All this part is the cerebrum. All this part. So cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. Okay, and this cerebrum, it has two hemispheres. Okay, hemispheres means two sides. You can say that is the left and the right side. Okay, and these two hemisphere or two side, it has different functions. Okay, for example, interpreting touch. Okay, means interpreting touch means with by touching of some particles or some things, like you will be able to identify what is this. Okay, for example, if you are touching like hard substance, just by touching it you can just feel it, isn't it? It's hard substance. Okay, for example, if you touch a coconut skin or coconut layers, you can say it's hard, isn't it? So you'll be able to just know it by touching it. Okay, so it helps you in interpreting, means it helps you in uh, identifying the whether the substance will be hard or soft or rough or smooth. Okay, so that is the first function, and the second is vision and hearing. Means with the help of the cerebrum you are able to see properly, you are able to hear properly. Okay, as well as speech, means you are able to speak properly. Reasoning means you are able to reason something. Okay, for example, let's say uh, something like you are discussing about something and you are able to reason that thing. Okay, next is emotions. Happy, sad. Okay, happy, sad, anything, upset, anything. So learning, you are able to learn, you are able to memorize all this. And fine control of movement means whatever like you are doing, I mean your physical activities, all this cerebrum is under the control of all these activities, all these things. Okay. Okay, do you understand cerebrum, everyone?
Ma'am, yes.
Okay. Next is cerebellum, this part. Okay, cerebellum, this part. So this cerebellum, it is located under the cerebrum. First part is the cerebrum, you remember. So the location of this cerebellum, it is under this. Okay, so this is the cerebrum. So under this it lies cerebellum. Okay, so what is the function? The function of this cerebellum is that they helps you in coordinating muscle movement. Okay, coordination like what? Your right hand is moving, your left hand is moving, like coordinating. They're they are united with each other. Okay, for example, say you are walking with your you're stepping your leg, right leg front and left leg afterwards, isn't it? In that way, or else only your left leg is walking. It's not like that, no. Both of your legs are coordinating only, means they are linked together, they are united together, they are using what to say, they are functioning together, isn't it? So that means coordination. Okay, and the next is maintain posture and balance. Means posture and balance means whenever you sit. Okay, for example, let's say without a stool or without a chair, or you're sitting without a sofa under the upside of sofa, like what happens? Means if you sit or stand, you are able to balance it, isn't it? Means you don't need other support. Means up to some extent you might not be able to balance, but means what to say, isn't it? You know your limitation, you know your capacity, like up to how much I can stand, isn't it? So that balance. So this cerebellum, they helps you in balancing the posture or balancing your uh, what to say, physical activities. Okay, did you understand? Are you clear about cerebellum?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next is brain stem, this part. Okay, stem. From the name itself, stem is just like a stem. You just know from the name itself. Okay, so this brain stem, what will they do? The brain stem, it lies just downside of the cerebrum. You can even see it, brain stem, and just below, and also just below the encephalon. This one. Okay, so this is the brain stem. From the name itself, stem, it's just like a stem. Okay, so this
It's coming
brain.
clearly.
Okay, a brain stem, from the name itself, stem is just like a stem. Okay, isn't it? Just like a stem. Okay, so this brain stem, what will they do? First thing, what is written, acts as a relay center connecting the cerebrum and the cerebrum to the spinal cord, means it lies in between your cerebrum. Okay, it lies in between your cerebrum and cerebellum, this brain stem. Okay, and it goes straight to the spinal cord. Okay, and this brainstem, what do? They perform some automatic functions. For example, you say breathing. Okay, you breathe in, you breathe out. Okay, all these are done with the help of brainstem. Breathing, then heart rate. Okay, your heart rate, your heart uh, pumps blood, isn't it? So all those activities are done by brainstem. Even your body temperature also, this brainstem is controlling it. Okay, your sleep cycles. Okay, you sleep, you get up, you raise up, all these are also controlled by the brainstem. Okay, and digestion, whatever food you are having, all these are also controlled by brainstem. Sneezing, you sneeze, you cough, you vomit, you swallow something, all these activities are done by the brainstem. Okay, automatic functions. Okay, are you clear? Are you
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to lobes of the brain. Okay, lobes of the brain. So lobes means what? Lobes means division. Okay, division or else parts, you can say. So in the cerebral hemisphere, okay, cerebral hemisphere means all together. Cerebrum, all the cerebrum. No, this all these are the part of cerebrum. Don't forget that. So it is divided into different lobes. It is divided into different parts. Division. Okay, so there are four lobes, you can see. Four. Total you will see 4. Okay, so these 4 lobes, the first one is the frontal lobe. Okay, in the bones also we have studied, na? In the bones also we have studied about the different parts of brain, isn't it? Frontal, parietal, temporal, you remember. So in the same way, in this brain also, uh, same thing. It is divided into different parts, 4 parts you can say. The first one is the frontal. Okay, where you will get 1. Parietal lobe, you will get 2. One in this side and the other side in this one. This is the lateral side. That's why it's showing only in one side. Okay, and the second is temporal. Temporal lobe also you will be getting two parts. And then the last is occipital 1. So these are the 4 lobes which you will find in the cerebral hemisphere. Are you clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, first let's see frontal lobe. Okay, frontal lobe, again it has got different functions. Okay, you will see now this frontal lobe, what are the works they do, what are the functions that they do. The first one is in the frontal lobe. Okay, they helps you in keeping up your personality. Okay, frontal lobe, they helps you in keeping up with your personality, your behavior, your emotions, all this. Okay, so the first point is that one, your personality, your behavior, your emotions, how to control your emotions, how to balance your emotions. Okay, behavior in a sense like how you will behave in front of your classmates, how you should behave in front of your teachers, how will you behave in front of your elders, all this. All these frontal lobes is they are responsible for controlling. Okay, and the second one is judgment, planning, and problem solving. Means judgment means what? Means you'll be able to judge yourself also, like whether it's correct or wrong. Okay, if you are stealing something from somebody, let's say if you're stealing somebody, your conscience will tell you, no, it's wrong. It's not correct. Okay, in that way you'll be able to judge yourself also. Okay, so judgment means like what, whether it's correct or wrong, like that type. Okay, judgment. And the next is planning. Planning, you'll be able to plan whatever you will be doing, maybe for your future. Okay, maybe for your upcoming days. For all this you'll be able to do it. And the next is problem solving. You'll be able to solve problems. Okay, you'll be able to tackle with different kinds of problems, all this. And the next is speaking and writing. You'll be this frontal lobe is responsible for speaking also. Okay, and writing. And it helps you in writing in the Brocard's area. Brocard's area I'll explain to you in the next slide. Okay, so all these activities you're able to perform with the help of frontal lobe. And the next is body movement. You're able to move your body from one side to the other side. Okay, and intelligence, you're able to concentrate, self-awareness, like you will be able to detect whether it's harmful for me or not. Okay, so in all these things frontal lobe is responsible: personality, behavior, emotions, and all that. Okay, are you clear about frontal lobe, this lobe? Are you are you clear? Are you clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, shall we move to the next slide?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, if you want you can note it down.
Ma'am, now.
Okay, next is parietal lobe. Okay, parietal lobe, you have two. Okay, so okay, let's see now in the parietal lobe what are the works or what are the functions which you can see. First is interprets language and words. Interprets language and words means what? Obviously, your first word is your mother tongue, isn't it? So for maximum people, isn't it? So this interpret language means what you will be able to understand what a person is speaking. Okay. Besides your mother tongue, okay, now I'm speaking. You are able to understand or not? You are also talking to me. I'm able to understand. We too, both of us, we are able to understand, isn't it? Okay. Even though I'm not speaking in your mother tongue, but still you are able to understand me, isn't it? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah. So in that way, it means that what interpret language means you are able to understand. Even though I'm not speaking in your mother tongue, still you are able to understand me. It means interprets language. So this parietal lobe is responsible for it. Okay. Interprets language, words, all this. Means you will be able to understand what the person is saying, even though he or she won't be speaking in your mother tongue, but still you will be able to understand. Okay, so next is sense of touch, pain, temperature, sensory strip. Means you will be able to feel whether the temperature or whether the environment is hot or cold or moderate. Okay, or if it is rainy season, you'll be able to feel like it's muddy. Means all these things you will be able to feel it. You are able to sense it. Okay, with the sense it in which sense, like maybe eyes, maybe touch, okay, maybe tongue. We have already discussed now about sensory. Okay, are you clear about the second point?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, next is interpret signals from vision, hearing, motor sensory, and memory. Okay, they will this parietal lobe now, they will help you in interpreting, they will help you in understanding. Okay, they will help you in understanding uh, from vision. Okay, for example, if you see from far a person coming, running, they're also very fast. So what comes to your mind if you see a person coming from far and running, means what thing will come to your mind if you see a person from far running towards you? It also, huh? What thing will come to your mind? Uh-huh. What things comes to your mind? Huh?
He's running towards us.
Yeah, yeah. What thing will come to your mind? Obviously, you'll feel that maybe you will think that the person is you have is what to say, trying to rob you or something like that, or trying to kill you or something like that. Obviously, it will come to your mind, isn't it? He's coming from, means with full speed he is running. Okay.
Ma'am.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hello. Hello. Ma'am, you can't hear me or what? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello,
I
yes,
can hear.
ma'am. Uh, Students, just now I got an information that for betterment examination,
Yes, ma'am.
one link is open. So for now I'll end it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So for today's class, I will explain till parietal lobe, okay? From Monday I'll start again with another lobe. Are you clear,
Ma'am.
everyone? Huh?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we have to appear